the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Three Leyte towns achieve stable internal peace and security condition. Troops seize NPA ammunition after clashes in Antique province. Vivox records reduced seismic activity in Mount Canlaon. 28,000 pregnant women to benefit from expanded full peace program.
Good day everyone, as well to our troops at Camp Emilio Ginaldo, Quezon City. Today is Friday, June 14th, and we'll bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. I am Rofh Suzon for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for the brief overview of our stories, three more towns in Leyte achieved stable internal peace and security condition. According to report, Hilongos, Isabel, and Merida declared themselves free from the communist terrorist movement. The municipalities cleared of communist influence between 2016 and 2019 celebrated this milestone with a ceremony attended by local officials, military, and police representatives. Relatedly, 802nd Infantry Peerless Brigade Commander Brigadier General Elvis Swift praised the collective efforts to maintain a secure environment, emphasizing the importance of continued vigilance to prevent future insurgent influence.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The 12th Infantry Battalion seized ammunition from the New People's Army following two clashes in Antique province this week. In Valderrama town, soldiers recovered bullets for M16, M14, and AK-47 rifles and M16 shells. The troops first engaged around 20 NPA rebels in Barangay Culiat, resulting in a firefight. A subsequent encounter occurred as the soldiers pursued the fleeing rebels. The 3rd Infantry Division commended the 12 IB and local residents for their cooperation in identifying NPA presence.
Armed Forces Radio report.
Let us hear an update from Jai regarding National Security Council studies implications of POGOs on national security.
As Rofh, the National Security Council is conducting its own study on the potential national security implications of the Philippine offshore gaming operations while monitoring the Senate's investigation into the matter. National Security Advisor Secretary Eduardo Onyo stated that the NSC currently does not classify POGOs as a national security threat. However, he emphasized that illegal POGO operations are a national concern manageable by law enforcement and regulatory agencies. He also stressed the importance of addressing any legal violation by POGOs and assured continued NSC collaboration with government agencies and stakeholders to gather balanced information on its operation in the country. This is Jai reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Jai.
DWDD National
For our
News.
national news, Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology recorded reduced seismic activity in Mount Canlaon. According to Vivox, only one volcanic earthquake was recorded since midnight Wednesday. It also emitted 2,792 tons of sulfur dioxide and a 300-meter tall plume. Despite this, alert level 2 remains in effect, indicating the possibility of steam-driven or phreatic eruption.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Social Welfare and Development is set to include over 28,000 pregnant women in the Pantawid Pamilya Pilipino program. This was after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s recent approval to expand the program. According to DSWD spokesperson Irene Domlao, it aims to provide critical support during pregnancy and the first 1,000 days of infants' lives, promoting healthier development. The department continues to gather data to ensure accurate beneficiary counts, currently estimating over 108,000 children aged 0 to 2 years will also benefit from this initiative.
Armed Forces Radio report.
We have a report coming in about 68 IB engages Buhid Committee in Occidental Mindoro for kaagapay ugnayan sa katutubo Go for the details, Spencer Ross.
Rofh, 68th Infantry Battalion visited the Buhid community in Sitio Danlog, Barangay Monte Claro, San Jose Occidental, Mindoro for the Kaagapay Ugnayan sa Katutubo program. The visit emphasized the trust and unity to combat terrorism and enhance education, livelihood, and security for lasting peace and development. Moreover, 68th IB Commanding Officer Lieutenant Colonel Marlon Salvador discussed the importance of the government's irrigation and hydropower project to address water and electricity shortage during El Nino. Kaugapay Ugnayan sa Katutubo aims to build trust and unity within indigenous communities, preserving their traditions and ensuring their welfare and rights. This is Spencer reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Spencer Ross.
DWDD National News.
The Bureau of Customs announced the destruction of 595 million pesos worth of smuggled cigarettes at the port of Zamboanga. A total of 8,816 cases and 1,014 reams of smuggled cigarettes were collected from various maritime patrol operations in the Zamboanga Peninsula, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi between November 2023 and April 2024. The contraband was destroyed in a warehouse and then further dismantled before being disposed of in a sanitary landfill in Barangay Salaan, Zamboanga. According to Port of Zamboanga Acting District Collector Arthur Sevilla Jr., the destruction was witnessed by representatives from the Commission on Audit, Department of Health, local government units, stakeholders, and partner operating units.
DWDD National News.
Senate President Pro Tempore Jinggoy Estrada appealed to the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation to shut down the 250 Philippine offshore gaming operators without license. He stressed that PAGCOR should not hesitate to go after the illegal POGOs if it has enough information about the matter. The senator also recommended to the agency to coordinate with the Bureau of Immigration in canceling the visas of foreign employees of the illegal POGOs and deport them. Estrada made the call after Defense Secretary Gilbert Chodoro Jr. raised the security concerns over POGOs operating near Philippine military bases.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
On the other hand, let us hear from Beth about 14 CMO Battalion visits Talisay City officials to strengthen community initiatives.
The Community Support Program team of the 1st Civil Military Operation Kahanas Company from the 4th and Civil Military Operations Katipanan Battalion visited the Talisay City Vice Mayor Richard Francis F. Asnar and the Sangguniang Panglungsod. The meeting focused on the battalion's mission and its commitment to enhance community well-being through several military initiatives, including the role of the National Task Force to end local communist armed conflict. This visit also highlighted the strong partnership between the 14th CMO Battalion and the local government, emphasizing their joint effort to promote development in Cebu Province. This is Abeth Tanieta reporting for the AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Beth Daniete.
DWDD National News.
For other development stories, Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez and Senate President Cheese Escudero presided a meeting with the other Congress leaders to push for President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s legislative agenda and prioritize the measures seeking to improve the lives of Filipinos. The said activity aims to foster greater unity and collaboration between the two chambers. Romualdez underscored that the meeting symbolizes a renewed partnership between the House of Representatives and the Senate under the leadership of Escudero. He also added that the Assembly served as a preliminary to the full Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council meeting on June 25.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Social Welfare Development has sought the help of Meta Philippines, the mother company of the popular Facebook social media platform, to address the online selling of babies. Yesterday, DSWD officials led by Secretary Rex Gatchalian convened with the representatives of Meta at Central Office in Quezon City. He shared that the agency has created a working relationship with Meta in establishing reporting channels to create a more robust mechanism against the illegal activity. The secretary also said that DSWD is working with the company to develop a campaign to combat human trafficking.
Armed Forces Radio
For other updates, let us hear the details about Fort ID to demolish 98 houses in Camp Edilberto Evangelista next week. Go ahead for the details, Gio.
Yes, Rofh, the 4th Infantry Division announced that 98 houses inside Camp Edilberto Evangelista in Barangay Patag will be demolished on June 18. This was after a writ of demolition issued by Misapi's Oriental RTC Branch 17, wherein initially set for June 17 and rescheduled due to the holiday. 4th Infantry Division spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Francisco Garillo stated that preparations are underway for the orderly process built on lots declared as military reservation by the Supreme Court. Moreover, he emphasized that the Philippine National Police, not the Army, is leading the operation to ensure peace and order, with the Army providing support. This is Gio reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Gio.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Social Welfare and Development clarified that the expanded cash grants under the first 1,000 days initiative is limited to pregnant and nursing mothers who are beneficiaries of the Pantuwid Pamilyang Pilipino program. Corpus National Program Manager Gemma Gabuya said that the agency made the clarification of since a lot of pregnant women and those with 0 to 2-year-old children want to enlist. According to him, the additional grant proposed at 400 pesos per month also depends on the beneficiary's compliance with the program conditions. The official added that DSWD has tapped the National Economic Development Authority to identify the target number of beneficiaries of the expanded cash grants and the budget needed for its implementation.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Transportation is optimistic that the development of Santa Catalina Port will bring economic and tourism improvement in Ilocos Sur. In a message during the signing of a memorandum of agreement for the said project, DOTR Undersecretary for Maritime Elmer Francisco Sarmiento emphasized that such initiatives are crucial in upgrading the country's maritime infrastructure and facilities. Relatedly, Santa Catalina Mayor Edgar Rapanot expressed gratitude to the department, saying the project will not only benefit the Santa Catalina but also the nearby towns. Just this week, Sarmiento signed a similar MOA with Corcuera Mayor Elmer Fuelda for the development of Corcuera Port in Romblon.
Armed Forces Radio
And now let us hear from a reporter on the ground for more updates about Office of Civil Defense maintains blue alert for Canlaon volcano response. Go for the details, Bea.
Yes, Rofh, the Office of Civil Defense continues to uphold its blue alert status while addressing the needs of regions affected by the Canlaon volcano eruption. OCD spokesperson Director Edgar Posadas explained that it covers the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council Operations Center at Camp Aguinaldo and regional offices in Region 6 and 7. He noted that the blue alert status ensures 50% of personnel and equipment are ready for immediate deployment, facilitating effective coordination at national and local levels. The said initiative is in line with directives from the President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., DND Secretary Gilbert Chodoro, and OCD Administrator Undersecretary Ariel Nepomuceno. And that's the latest news. This is Beatrice reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Bea.
DWDD National News.
3 overseas Filipino workers died after a fire engulfed a building in southern Kuwait's Mangaf area early Wednesday, according to the Department of Migrant Workers. DMW Secretary Hans Leo Cagdac said that the 3 OFWs are among 11 Filipinos reported to have been affected by the mishap. Cagdac reported that 2 others OFWs are in critical condition and still in the hospital, while the remaining 6 are all safe and unharmed. The secretary added that the DMW already reached out to families of all the affected OFWs and will provide all the necessary assistance.
DWDD National News.
Hungarian Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade Peter Siharto visited President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. at Malacanang Palace yesterday. During the courtesy call, the president expressed optimism to improve the ties between the Philippines and Hungary as this year marks the 50th anniversary of the establishment of their diplomatic relations. On the other hand, Suharto shared that the trade between the two countries has already reached the $200 million mark. Moreover, the Hungarian foreign minister will also meet with Trade Secretary Alfredo Pascual and Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo Kakda.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear from Chris Bell about BARM government launches BIDA program campaign against illegal drugs.
With the aim to lessen the illegal drug trading activities in the Bangsamoro region, Ministry of Interior and Local Government, in partnership with Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency BARM, PNP ProBar, and BARM Ministries launched the Buhay ay Ingatan, Drogay Ayawan o BIDA program yesterday. Through a fun-run activity, ministries, offices, agencies, and local government units from Bangsamoro region gathered to launch the program. The BIDA program campaign is part of the national government program through the Department of Interior and Local Government to counter illegal drugs and lessen its demand in the community. Ministry of Interior and Local Government Minister Attorney Shah Elijah Dumamba Alba, along with Police Regional Office Bar Regional Director Police Brigadier General Prexy Tangawon, PDEA Regional Director Hil Cesario, and Cotabato City Mayor Bruce Matabalo lead the said activity. This is Crisbel May Lorenzo reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Chris Bell.
DWDD National News.
The Philippines will establish a migrant workers office in Hungary. Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo announced the move after the 8th Philippine-Hungary political consultations in Makati City led by Hungarian Foreign and Trade Minister Peter Suharto. Manalo shared in a joint press conference that he is aware of the appreciation of Hungarians for the high quality of work provided by Filipino workers, noting that around 16,000 Pinoys are currently working in their country. He also added that the relations between the two countries on labor is considered as very good and excellent.
DWDD National News.
The National Water Resources Board agreed to increase the water allocation for domestic consumption in Metro Manila to 52 cubic meters per second from 51 cubic meters per second. The NWRB made their move in response to Metropolitan Waterworks and Sewage System request for Maynilad and Manila Water to have the specified water allocation to avoid long water service interruptions. However, DNR Undersecretary Carlos Primo David explained that additional allocation from Angat Dam from June 16 to 31 will only be on a standby basis. David said the additional 1 CMS will be coming from the allocation of the National Irrigation Administration since farmers have already completed harvest for the dry cropping season.
Armed Forces Radio.
From Pasig City, let us hear some information about Pasig CPS nabs 2 male drug suspects in drug buy-bus operation. Go on for the details, Ella Mercado.
Thank you very much. After some series of surveillance activities, the elements of Pasig City Police Station, together with the personnel of Pasig City Anti-Drug Abuse Office, had arrested 2 male drug suspects in drug buy-bus operation which was carried out along Pasig Boulevard in Barangay Pineda, Pasig City. According to the report reaching Police Colonel Celerino Sacro Jr., Chief of Police, the arrested suspects were identified as alias Rap, 28 years old, and alias Nel, 39 years old, which were both captured, and determined quantity of suspected shabu and recovery of buy-bus money consisting of 2 pieces of 100 peso bill during the aforementioned police operation. Public Information Officer Police Captain Rizal Guevara said the arrested suspects and confiscated pieces of evidence were brought to National Headquarters Forensic Group in Camp Crame, Quezon City for drug test and laboratory examination, while violation case of Republic Act 9165, Comprehensive Dangerous Drug Act Law of 2002 will be filed against them. This is Ella Mercado reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Ella Mercado.
DWDD National News. DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in next week for more updates, same time and same station. Again, this is Rofh Suzon for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay